Hey, good morning. Maybe when it's warmer. Alright, looks like... Yeah, I think this Instagram Live, it's getting overexposed, so hopefully you guys are watching it on another computer. The actual show. Right now, they're just waiting for people, which is always the case with all of their runway shows. It's probably not going to start for another like 10 minutes. And I'll try as best as I can to like answer your questions, but I think with my setup it's going to be kind of tough. But since it hasn't started, so I did not watch Versace. I actually have not watched any of their runway shows yet. I've just been waiting for this one, and then I'm probably going to catch up later, maybe watch the recaps. In terms of music, it's very varied. I don't really have one genre that I always listen to. It's pretty much just changes a lot. Oh yeah, sorry. So the glitches aren't just from my machine then. My favorite food is ice cream. So I'm using this software to toggle back and forth between my webcam and then my browser, which I'm pretty much just going to have exclusively on my browser when the show actually starts, because that's really the point of this stream. I'm assuming on YouTube Live you can see the webcam right now. I'm using this software. It's the first time I'm using it. It might be kind of laggy, but hopefully it'll come through. So you'll see that I have my phone mounted here. That's actually where I'm doing my Instagram live feed, it's more of like a behind the scenes look, because I do know some of you guys on Instagram don't normally use YouTube, or maybe you just prefer Instagram because it is easier just to pick up your phone and look at that. And yeah, right now in the show, if I toggle back, they're still waiting. You can see it's a packed full house. I mean, this is going to be Kim Jones' last runway collection for Louis Vuitton. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of hype in this, and when they release the items, I'm sure there's going to be quite a waiting list, because collectors like myself are going to want at least one piece from this final collection. Just like, even though I don't really purchase things from the women's collection, like when Marc Jacobs was the creative director in the women's line, I did collect one piece, I think in his last spring collection, just like a small card holder. Yeah, I shaved. Someone's asking on Instagram, Ian. I actually have to go to work after this, and I have a meeting with the VP, so I figured I'd shave for that and for this video as well. Let's see. So you guys on Instagram and YouTube, I'd be interested to know where you're watching this from, if like what state, if you're in the United States, or what country. I do recognize a few of you, but I'm always interested to know where you guys are kind of internationally watching from. Yeah, I figured I'd wear this. Let me switch. I need another person to handle my broadcasting, but yeah, this t-shirt was from the fall-winter 2017 collection that I got in Paris. This was the last one in my size, so I was really lucky to have it. And then if you watched my infamous kind of mukbang video, I wore the pajama shirt version of this one. Oh, you can't hear me on YouTube. Wow. Oh, okay. Might be I mean, I'm running 2 streams, so it could still be my system, or maybe there's just some technical difficulties with YouTube. I'm just using the mic on my laptop, so hopefully that's fine for you. When I record my videos on YouTube, I actually have an external mic, but I've had trouble with it connecting to my laptop. So it's 8:47 here, which is 2:47 in Paris, so that's 17 minutes into it. Like I said, these always run late from their start time because you still have people, you can see them still filtering in. Looks like everyone's seated, but with this again being the last collection of Kim Jones, it may take a little longer for them to make sure everything goes smoothly. It seems like most of you guys are on YouTube anyway, so I may, just to make sure the stream goes well when the show actually starts, I might pause the Instagram live. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the audio is better on the Instagram live because my phone's like right up against my face. Whereas the laptop, I think it's also trying to stream the audio from my browser, which is playing the live stream. So if you're also checking this out on your, maybe you have a laptop as well, you can start seeing people, looks like people who work there are starting to organize themselves. It looks like it's a circular runway. And we're 20 minutes, whoops. Uh-oh. So we're 20 minutes in. I'm hoping it's gonna start pretty soon because I do need to go somewhere after this. Alright, so it looks like the show, they finally said that the show is going to begin shortly. Hopefully in the next 4 minutes, so it might just be 24 minutes in. Alright, so the show is starting. So there goes one of the trunks that you saw in the first look, kind of the messenger small trunk. The pants look like they're some sort of rock texture photographs, which they teased in the Louis Vuitton account on Instagram. Honestly, kind of reminds me of hunting gear right now. So if you're familiar with hunting, you cast camouflage while you're in the woods. There's one of the small trunks again that just passed. That one looks like it was all leather. It looks like they have a canvas version. And here's, I think, the highly anticipated titanium collection. So this is the monogram titane. That was like a hiking backpack, which I think is over $50,000 US. The pants kind of look like yoga pants. I don't know if you think the same way, but they have the monogram overlay over the what looks like a photographic texture, which looks like mountains. Hey, hello baby King Kong 80. So far the color palette is consistent, although a bit subdued. Definitely very different from, I would say, all of his other collections. Very extremely earthy. Kind of reminds me of satellite photos from NASA as well, especially the last look with tints of the red. Looks like in this version, every model is carrying a bag, which has, of course, historically been the best seller for Louis Vuitton, is their handbags. And of course, as soon as I said that, here comes a model without one. There was on the turtleneck, it seems like a slight carryover from last season where you have a Louis Vuitton font treatment that wrapped around. And this guy that just passed, he's like in all of Louis Vuitton's men's campaign. So it might have been hard to catch, but it's recognizable because he's always in the promo shots. So here, that was that backpack that just passed. I think it's one of the new, and this one too, probably the new fabric. It looks some sort of like a nylon polyester mix with the monogram hopefully woven in and not just printed. Hey Stan, I'm just live streaming this runway show, so it might be kind of boring to you. Now they're introducing some orange. That orange fleece reminds me of Mark Newson when he did the collaboration with Louis Vuitton. I forget what the name was, but they also did it with Christian Louboutin, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, and then a couple of others. I think Mark Geary or Frank Geary. Okay, that orange trunk that orange bag reminded me a lot of when they did the neon collection, I think 3 or 4 years ago, where they had the neon yellow and the neon orange with the Damier Infini. That sweater, Peace and Love, reminds me a little bit of Gucci. I haven't seen a lot of graphic prints like that. So these probably look more like khakis or chinos that just passed, that looked kind of like some sort of tree print. So now we're moving to more like green and olive hues. Again, that neon, this neon is very reminiscent of that collection. Pretty sure it was a spring summer, maybe 2014 collection, where he introduced the neon, and then a lot of other collections also featured neon, so that was a big trend back then. There's a lot of use of shearling in this collection, it seems. This one looks like a new backpack. It has the monogram Eclipse and then maybe the tiger leather. This bag that he's showing with the Louis Vuitton imprint on it seems like it might be one of the signature pieces from this collection, because I've already seen it a few times in a few colors and treatments. It reminds me of a military jerry can, to be honest, if you know what that is. I'm waiting for the monogram glaze. I think that tote bag, had that treatment. And that leather jacket looked like it had some cherry blossoms. Maybe a nod to the Murakami collaboration, because I know it was Marc Jacobs who helped Kim Jones basically get into his position. This one's like a patent leather, and that's one of the small chunks, the quick glimpse. And I'm going to do a recap video either tonight or tomorrow, highlighting some of the, I think, favorite pieces of mine, which will definitely include that small, kind of looks like a petite model, but bigger. Oh yeah, the neon collection, yeah. I guess it was 2013 from the Nosy Panda. I got one piece from that collection, but it was actually the navy and the brown. I didn't end up getting one of the neons. Oh, so there's Naomi Campbell making a debut on the men's runway. And I think that's Claudia, no, that's Kate Moss. I think they're friends of Kim Jones, so they're celebrating kind of his last show. And here's all of the monogram glaze. I was talking to some of you guys where it reminds me of what Calvin Klein did recently, and also Burberry. So there's still that high-pitched noise. I think it'll be kind of tough to pull off that look. That was the show. It kind of went back really fast. I think that was just a little over 10 minutes. So like I was saying, I'm gonna recap this. You can see that trunk there, that titanium version. I would love to get that. I think that's probably gonna be around $30,000 though. So honestly, I think I'd rather get a watch, but I don't know. This is Kim Jones' last collection, and that is a limited edition, meaning they're not going to re-release the titanium version, or it doesn't become permanent collection. I may consider that. You can see they're using some of the beige tones for the luggages, or bags, as well as that new treatment silver, which I don't think they've given a name yet, but it reminds me of the carbon fiber they did like a few years back. You can see some of the sprinkle of the neon. And then the final piece is the full monogram glaze jacket and pants. Very kind of retro futuristic looking. Looks like it came straight from a movie. And then we're going to expect to see Kim Jones making his entrance, his final entrance. Of course, it's with Naomi Campbell and Kate Moss wearing the trench coats of the monogram glaze. You can see everyone's like racing to get, the people who are watching are racing to get a clip and footage of it. That's definitely way more packed than in the previous shows, because again, this is a historic moment. That's his last show. And that's it. People are disbanding. If you do get invited to this show, they have a preview room too for you to check out some of the items. And I'm sure those videos are going to be, pictures and videos are going to be popping up on YouTube. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I know it's kind of an odd time for some of you guys. So, yeah, thanks, the Nosy Panda. So I will talk to you guys later. I'll like I said, there'll be like a YouTube re-upload of this live broadcast, and then I'm gonna have a recap video. So bye. Yeah. So thanks for watching. I know it's kind of a long time for you guys. Yeah. Thanks.